Welcome back to Footnotes and Folly, and to the second part of King Henry IV. I am Pemberton. This is part 2, and it holds some of the richest scenes in the play. First, at Warkworth, the grieving widow Lady Percy and the old Earl's wife turn all their persuasion upon Northumberland, begging him not to throw away his life for the rebels who failed his dead son, and he yields, and slips away to Scotland. Then we come to the Boar's Head Tavern in Eastcheap, and a long, bittersweet evening the drunken tender, foul-mouthed old Tearsheet quarrelling and making peace with fat Falstaff the swaggering ancient pistol roaring his nonsense until he is thrust downstairs, and Prince Hal and Poins, disguised as humble draws, eavesdropping to catch the old knight running them down behind their backs before the drum of war calls Falstaff away. At Westminster the sick King Henry cannot sleep, and speaks the immortal sigh that uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. And out in Gloucestershire we meet two of Shakespeare's most beloved comic creations, the doddering country justices Shallow and Silence, dreaming of their wild youth as Falstaff comes to muster a company of ragged recruits. Let us go in.
Northumberland, Lady Northumberland and Lady Percy enter before the castle at Warkworth. Please, loving wife and gentle daughter, let my harsh business take its course. Do not put on the troubled face of these times, and like the times themselves, become troublesome to Percy. I have given up. I will say no more. Do what you wish, let your own wisdom guide you. Alas, sweet wife, my honour is pledged, and nothing but my going can redeem it. Oh, yet, for God's sake, do not go to these wars. There was a time, father, when you broke your word, though you were more bound to keep it then than you are now, when your own Percy, my heart's dear Harry, kept looking north again and again to see his father bring up his forces, but he waited in vain. Who persuaded you then to stay at home? 2 honours were lost that day, yours and your son's. As for yours, may the God of heaven make it bright again. As for his, it shone on him like the sun in the grey vault of heaven. By his light all the chivalry of England was stirred to brave action. He truly was the mirror in which noble young men dressed themselves. No man had legs who did not practise walking like him, and his thick speech, which nature had made his defect, became the accent of the valiant. Men who could speak softly and slowly would spoil their own perfection, just to seem like him. In speech and walking, in diet and pleasures, in military discipline, in the temper of his blood, he was the mark and mirror, the copy and the book that shaped others. And him, oh, that wonderful man, that miracle of men, you left second to none, yet with no second from you, to face the hideous god of war at a disadvantage, to stand in a field where nothing but the sound of Hotspur's name seemed able to defend him. That is how you left him. Never, oh never, wrong his ghost by being more exact and delicate about your honour with others than you were with him. Leave them alone. The Marshal and the Archbishop are strong. If my sweet Harry had even half their numbers, then today I might have been hanging on Hotspur's neck and speaking of Monmouth's grave. Curse your heart, fair daughter. With this fresh grief over old mistakes, you draw the spirit out of me. I must go and meet danger there, or it will seek me somewhere else and find me less prepared. Oh, flee to Scotland until the nobles and the armed common people have tested a little of their strength. If they gain ground and an advantage over the king, then join them like a rib of steel, making strength still stronger. But for all our loves, first let them test themselves. That is what your son did. He was allowed to do it. That is how I became a widow, and I will never live long enough to rain tears from my eyes upon his memory, until it grows and sprouts as high as heaven, to preserve the record of my noble husband. Come, come, go inside with me. My mind is like the tide swollen to its height. It stands still, running neither way. I would gladly go to meet the Archbishop, but many thousand reasons hold me back. I will decide on Scotland. There I will remain until time and advantage call for my company. They exit. 2 drawers enter at the Boar's Head Tavern in Eastcheap. What the devil have you brought there, Applejohns? You know Sir John cannot stand an Applejohn. By the mass, you are right. The prince once set a dish of Applejohns before him, and told him there were 5 more Sir Johns. Then he took off his hat and said, I will now take my leave of these 6 dry, round, old, withered knights. That angered him to the heart. But he has forgotten it. Then cover them and set them down, and see if you can find 6 musicians. Mistress Tear, she wants to hear some music. Hurry. The room where they had supper is too hot. They will come in directly. Listen, the prince and Master Poins will be here soon, and they will put on 2 of our jerkins and aprons, and Sir John must not know about it. Bardolph brought word. By the mass, there will be rare sport here. It will be an excellent trick. I will see if I can find Sneak. The 2nd drawer exits. Hostess and old Tear, she'd enter. Faith, sweetheart, it seems to me you are in excellent good condition now. Your pulse beats as strongly as anyone could wish, and your colour, I promise you, is as red as any rose, truly. But faith, you have drunk too much canary wine, and that is a marvellous searching wine. It perfumes the blood before one can say, what is this? How are you now? Better than I was. Hem. Why, that is well said. A good heart is worth gold. Look, here comes Sir John. Falstaff enters. Singing, when Arthur first in court emptied the chamber pot. Singing, and was a worthy king. How now, Mistress Doll? The 1st drawer exits. She is sick from being calm, yes indeed. So are all her kind. Once they are in a calm they are sick. A plague damn you, you muddy rascal. Is that all the comfort you give me? You make fat rascals, Mistress Doll. I make them? Gluttony and diseases make them. I do not make them. If the cook helps make the gluttony, then you help make the diseases, Doll. We catch things from you, Doll. We catch things from you. Admit that, my poor virtue, admit that. Yes, sweetheart, our chains and our jewels too. Your brooches, pearls, and trinkets, for serving bravely means coming away limping, you know. Coming from the breach with your pike bravely bent, and going to the surgeon bravely, venturing bravely into loaded chambers. Hang yourself, you muddy eel, hang yourself. By my truth, this is the old way with you. You two never meet without falling into some quarrel. You are both truly as phlegmy as two dry pieces of toast. Neither of you can put up with the other's infirmities. What the plague? One of you must bear it, and that must be you. You are the weaker vessel, as they say, the emptier vessel. Can a weak empty vessel bear such a huge full hogshead? There is a whole merchant's cargo of Bordeaux wine in him. You have never seen a ship's hold better stuffed. Come, I will be friends with you, Jack. You are going to the wars, and whether I ever see you again or not nobody cares. The first drawer enters. Sir, Ancient Pistol is below, and wants to speak with you. Hang him, the swaggering rascal. Do not let him come here. He is the foulest, mouth rogue in England. If he swaggers, do not let him come here. No, by my faith, I must live among my neighbours. I will have no swaggerers. I have a good name and reputation with the very best. Shut the door, no swaggerers come here. I have not lived all this time to have swaggering now. Shut the door, I pray you. Do you hear me, hostess? Please calm yourself, Sir John. No swaggerers come here. Do you hear me? He is my ensign. Nonsense, Sir John, do not tell me. If your ensign is a swaggerer, he does not come through my doors. I was before Master Tissick, the deputy, the other day, and as he said to me, it was no longer ago than last Wednesday. In good faith, neighbour Quickly, he says, Master Dumb, our minister, was there then, neighbour Quickly, he says, receive those who are civil, for, he said, you have a bad name. Now, he said that for a reason I could name. For, he says, you are an honest woman and well thought of. Therefore be careful what guests you receive. Receive, he says, no swaggering companions. None come here. You would bless yourself to hear what he said. No, I will have no swaggerers. He is no swaggerer, hostess. He is a tame cheat in faith. You may stroke him as gently as a young greyhound. He would not swagger with a Barbary hen if her feathers turned back in the least show of resistance. Call him up, drawer. The first drawer exits. Cheater, you call him? I will bar no honest man from my house, nor any cheater either, but I do not love swaggering. By my truth, I feel worse when someone says swagger. Feel, masters, how I shake. Look, I promise you. So you do, hostess. Do I? Yes, truly I do, as if I were an aspen leaf. I cannot endure swaggerers. Pistol, Bardolph, and Page enter. God save you, Sir John. Welcome, Ancient Pistol. Here, Pistol, I charge you with a cup of sack. Discharge it upon my hostess. I will discharge upon her, Sir John, with 2 bullets. She is pistol-proof, sir. You will hardly offend her. Come, I will drink no proofs and no bullets. I will drink no more than will do me good, not for any man's pleasure. Then to you, Mistress Dorothy. I will charge you. Charge me. I scorn you, scurvy fellow. What, you poor base rascally cheating shirtless mate? Away, you mouldy rogue, away. I am fit for your master. I know you, Mistress Dorothy. Away, you cutpurse rascal, you filthy bung, away. By this wine, I will thrust my knife into your mouldy jaws if you play the saucy rogue with me. Away, you bottle, dill rascal, you basket, hilt stale juggler. Since when, pray, sir? God's light with 2 points on your shoulder? Much indeed. May God not let me live if I do not murder your rough for this. No more, Pistol. I do not want you going off here. Discharge yourself from our company, Pistol. No, good Captain Pistol, not here, sweet Captain. Captain. You abominable damned cheat, are you not ashamed to be called Captain? If captains thought as I do, they would beat you out with clubs for taking their title before you have earned it. You a captain? You slave for what? For tearing a poor whore's ruff in a brothel? He a captain. Hang him, rogue. He lives on mouldy stewed prunes and dried cakes. A captain? God's light, these villains will make the word as hateful as the word occupy, which was an excellent good word before it was put into bad company. So captains had better look to it. Please go downstairs, good ancient. Listen here, Mistress Doll. Not I. I tell you what, Corporal Bardolph, I could tear her apart. I will be revenged on her. Please go downstairs. I will see her damned first to Pluto's damned lake by this hand, to the infernal deep, with Erebus and vile tortures too. Hold hook and line, I say. Down, down, dogs! Down, traitors! Do we not have iron here? Good Captain Peace'll be quiet. It is very late in faith. I beg you now, calm your anger. These are good moods indeed. Shall pack horses and hollow, pampered nags of Asia, which cannot go more than 30 miles a day, compare with Caesars and with cannibals and Trojan Greeks? No, rather damn them with King Cerberus, and let the sky roar. Shall we fight over trifles? By my truth, captain, those are very bitter words. Begone, good ancient. This will soon grow into a brawl. Let men die like dogs. Give crowns away like pins. Do we not have iron here? On my word, captain, there is no such person here. What the plague, do you think I would deny her? For God's sake, be quiet. Then feed and grow fat, my fair Callipolis. Come, give us some sack. If fortune torments me, hope contents me. Do we fear broadsides? No, let the devil fire. Give me some sack, and sweetheart, lie there. Pistol lays down his sword. Have we come here to full points? And are all the etc. Is nothing? Pistol, I wish you would be quiet. Sweet knight, I kiss your fist. What? We have seen the 7 stars. For God's sake, shove him downstairs. I cannot endure such a bombastic rascal. Throw him downstairs? Do we not recognize Galloway nags when we see them? Pitch him down, Bardolph, like a shove, groat coin. No, if he does nothing but speak nonsense, he will be nothing here. Come on, get downstairs. Pistol snatches up his sword. What, shall we start cutting? Shall we spill blood? Then let death rock me to sleep and shorten my sorrowful days. Then let dreadful, hideous, gaping wounds unravel the 3 fates. Come, Atropos, I say. Here is a fine business starting. Give me my rapier, boy. Please, Jack, please do not draw. Falstaff draws his weapon and drives Pistol out. Get downstairs. Here is a fine uproar. I will swear off keeping an inn before I will live through these terrors and frights. There will be murder now, I promise. Alas, alas, put away your bare weapons, put away your bare weapons. Bardolph and Pistol go out. Please, Jack, be quiet. The rascal is gone. Ah, you damn little brave villain, you. Are you hurt in the groin? I thought he made a dangerous thrust at your belly. Bardolph enters. Have you thrown him out of doors? Yes, sir. The rascal is drunk. You have wounded him, sir, in the shoulder. A rascal to challenge me. Ah, you sweet little rogue, you. Alas, poor ape, how you sweat. Come, let me wipe your face. Come here, you damn old chops. A rogue. Truly, I love you. You are as brave as Hector of Troy, worth 5 Agamemnons, and 10 times better than the 9 worthies. Ah, villain! A rascally slave. I will toss the rogue in a blanket. Do it if your heart dares. If you do, I will toss you between a pair of sheets. Musicians enter. The musicians have come, sir. Let them play. Play, sirs. Sit on my knee, doll. A rascally bragging slave. The rogue ran from me like quicksilver. Yes, and you followed him like a church. You damn neat little Bartholomew Boar pig, when will you give up fighting by day and thrusting by night and start patching up your old body for heaven? Prince Henry and Poins enter behind them, disguised as tavern drawers. Peace, good doll. Do not talk like a skull. Do not tell me to remember my end. Tell me, what kind of mood is the prince in? He is a decent, shallow young fellow. He would have made a good pantry servant. He would have sliced bread well. They say Poins has a good wit. He a good wit? Hang him, baboon. His wit is as thick as Tewkesbury mustard. There is no more cleverness in him than in a mallet. Then why does the prince love him so much? Because their legs are the same size, and he plays quite well, and eats conger eel with fennel, and swallows flaming candle ends for tricks, and rides the wild mare with the boys, and jumps on joint stools, and swears gracefully, and wears his boots very smooth, like the sign of the leg, and causes no quarrels by telling sensible stories. He has other such playful talents, all showing a weak mind and a capable body, and for those the prince accepts him, because the prince himself is much the same. A hair's weight would tip the scale between the 2 of them. Does this wheel, Hub, not deserve to have his ears cut off? Let us beat him in front of his whore. Look how that withered old tree has his head scratched like a parrot. Is it not strange that desire should outlive performance by so many years? Kiss me, doll. Saturn and Venus joined together this year. What does the almanac say about that? And look whether his fiery Trigon, his servant, is not lisping to his master's old tablets, his notebook, his keeper of secrets. You give me flattering kisses. By my truth, I kiss you with a most faithful heart. I am old. I am old. I love you better than any scurvy young boy of them all. What fabric do you want for a gown? I shall receive money on Thursday. You shall have a cap tomorrow. A merry song. Come, it is getting late. We will go to bed. You will forget me when I am gone. By my truth, you will make me cry if you say that. See whether I ever dress myself handsomely before you return. Well, listen at the end. Some sack, Francis. Prince and Poins come forward. Coming, sir. Ha! A bastard son of the king's? And are you not Poins's brother? Why, you globe of sinful countries, what a life you lead! A better one than yours. I am a gentleman, you are a tapster. Very true, sir, and I have come to draw you out by the ears. Oh, may the Lord preserve your grace! By my truth, welcome to London. Now the Lord bless that sweet face of yours. Oh, Jesu, have you come from Wales? You damn mad mixture of majesty, by this pale flesh and corrupt blood, you are welcome. What? You fat fool, I scorn you. My lord, he will talk you out of your revenge and turn it all into laughter, unless you take him while your anger is hot. You damn candle mine, how vilely you spoke of me just now before this honest, virtuous, behaved gentlewoman. God bless your good heart. And so she is by my truth. Did you hear me? Yes, and you knew me just as you did when you ran away at Gad's Hill. You knew I was behind you and spoke that way on purpose to test my patience. No, not so. I did not think you were within hearing. Then I will force you to confess that you abused me deliberately, and then I will know how to deal with you. No abuse, Hal, on my honor, no abuse. Was it no abuse to disparage me and call me a pantry servant and bread slicer, and I know not what? No abuse, Hal. No abuse. No abuse, Ned, none in the world, honest Ned, none. I criticized him before the wicked so that the wicked would not fall in love with him. In doing that, I acted as a careful friend and a true subject, and your father ought to thank me for it. No abuse, Hal, none, Ned, none. No, truly, boys, none. Now see whether pure fear and complete cowardice do not make you wrong this virtuous gentlewoman just to make peace with us. Is she one of the wicked? Is your hostess here one of the wicked? Or is your boy one of the wicked? Or honest Bardolph, whose zeal burns in his nose, one of the wicked? Answer, you dead elm, answer. The devil has marked Bardolph down beyond recovery, and his face is Lucifer's private kitchen, where he does nothing but roast drunkards. As for the boy, there is a good angel around him, but the devil outbids that angel too. And the women? One of them is in hell already, and burns poor souls. As for the other, I owe her money, and whether she is damned for that I do not know. No, I promise you. No, I think you are not. I think you are cleared on that charge. But there is another indictment against you, allowing meat to be eaten in your house against the law. For that I think you will howl. All innkeepers do that. What is a joint of mutton or two over a whole Lent? You gentlewoman. What does your grace say? His grace says what his flesh rebels against. Hedo knocks at the door. Who is knocking so loudly at the door? Francis, go look to the door. Hedo enters. Hedo, what now? What news? The king your father is at Westminster, and 20 weak and weary messengers have come from the north. As I came along, I met and overtook a dozen captains, bareheaded, sweating, knocking at the taverns, and asking everyone for Sir John Falstaff. By heaven, Poins, I feel I am much to blame for wasting precious time so idly, when the storm of rebellion, like the south wind loaded with black vapor, begins to melt and fall upon our bare, unarmed heads. Give me my sword and cloak. Falstaff, good night. Prince Poins, Peto, and Bardolph, go out. Now comes the sweetest morsel of the night, and we must leave and let it go untasted. There is more knocking within. Bardolph enters. More knocking at the door? What now? What is the matter? You must go to court at once, sir. A dozen captains are waiting at the door for you. Hey, the musicians, boy. Farewell, hostess. Farewell, doll. You see, my good women, how men of worth are sought after. The undeserving man may sleep while the man of action is summoned. Farewell, good women. If I am not sent off in haste, I will see you again before I go. I cannot speak. If my heart is not ready to burst, well, sweet Jack, take care of yourself. Farewell, farewell. Falstaff and Bardolph leave. Well, farewell to you. I have known you these 29 years, come Peascot time, but a more honest and true-hearted man. Well, farewell to you. Mistress Tearsheet. What is the matter? Tell Mistress Tearsheet to come to my master. Oh, run, doll, run, run, good doll, come. She is coming, all in tears. Yes, will you come, doll? They leave. At Westminster, in the palace, the king enters in his nightgown with a page. Go and call the Earls of Surrey and of Warwick. But before they come, tell them to read these letters over and think carefully about them. Hurry. The page exits. How many thousands of my poorest subjects are asleep at this very hour? O sleep, O gentle sleep, soft nurse of nature, how have I frightened you away, that you will no longer weigh down my eyelids and drown my senses in forgetfulness? Why, sleep, do you choose to lie in smoky huts, stretched out on rough pallets, lulled by the buzzing of night flies, rather than in the perfumed rooms of the great, beneath rich canopies of state, soothed by the sweetest music? O dull God, why do you lie with the lowly in foul beds, and leave a king's couch as restless as a watchman's post or a public alarm bell? Will you close the eyes of a ship, buoy high on the dizzy mast, and rock his brain in the cradle of the violent, commanding waves, while the winds come visiting, grabbing the rough billows by their tops, curling their monstrous heads, and flinging them with deafening noise into the slippery clouds, so that even death wakes in the uproar? Can you, O unfair sleep, give rest to the soaked sea, boy, in such a fierce hour, and yet, on the calmest, quietest night, with every comfort and every help besides, deny it to a king? Then happy are the lowly, lie down. Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. Warwick and Surrey enter. Many good mornings to your majesty. Is it morning, lords? It is past 1 o'clock. Then good morning to you all, my lords. Have you read over the letters I sent you? We have, my liege. Then you see the body of our kingdom, how sick it is, what corrupt diseases are growing in it, and how dangerously close they are to the heart. O God, if only a man could read the book of fate and see the revolutions of time. The sea mountains made level, and the solid land, tired of its own firmness, melt itself into the sea, and in other ages see the ocean's sandy belt too wide for Neptune's hips. How chances, tricks, and changes fill the cup of alteration with many different liquors. Oh, if this could be seen, the happiest youth, looking over his whole course, seeing the dangers already past and the troubles still to come, would shut the book, sit down, and die. It is not 10 years since Richard and Northumberland were great friends and feasted together, and 2 years after that, they were at war. It is only 8 years since this Percy was the man closest to my heart, who worked in my affairs like a brother and placed his love and life beneath my foot. Yes, for my sake, even in Richard's presence, he defied him. But which of you was there? You, Cousin Neville, as I remember, were there when Richard, his eyes full of tears, then checked and scolded by Northumberland, spoke words that have now proved to be prophecy. Northumberland, you are the ladder by which my cousin Bolingbroke climbs to my throne. Though then, God knows, I had no such intention, except that necessity had bent the state so low that greatness and I were forced to meet. The time will come, he went on, the time will come when foul sin, growing stronger, will break out into corruption. So he continued, foretelling the condition of this very time and the breaking apart of our friendship. There is a pattern in every man's life that shows the nature of times already past. If a man observes it, he may prophesy fairly closely about the larger course of things not yet born, which lie stored up in their seeds and weak beginnings. Such things become the hatching and breeding of time. By this necessary pattern, King Richard could make a sound guess that great Northumberland, who was then false to him, would from that seed grow into an even greater falseness, and that such falseness would find no soil to root in unless it were against you. Are these things then unavoidable? Then let us face them as unavoidable things. And that very word calls out to us now. They say the bishop and Northumberland are 50,000 strong. That cannot be, my lord. Rumour doubles numbers, as a voice and its echo do, when people are afraid. May it please your grace to go to bed. On my soul, my lord, the forces you have already sent out will win this matter very easily. To comfort you further, I have received certain news that Glendower is dead. Your majesty has been ill these 2 weeks, and these ill-timed hours must add to your sickness. I will take your advice. And when these civil wars are once finished, dear lords, we will go to the Holy Land. They exit. In Gloucestershire, before Justice Shallow House, Shallow and Silence meet. With them are Mouldy, Shadow, Wart, feeble Bullcalf, and 1 or 2 servants. Come, come, come. Give me your hand, sir, give me your hand. Up early by the cross. And how is my good cousin Silence? Good morning, good cousin Shallow. And how is my cousin, your wife? And your fairest daughter and mine, my goddaughter Ellen? Alas, cousin Shallow, she is a blackbird. Why, yes and no, sir. I dare say my cousin William has become a good scholar. He is still at Oxford, is he not? Indeed, sir, at my expense. Then he must go shortly to the Inns of Court. I was once at Clement's Inn, where I think they still talk about Mad Shallow. They called you Lusty Shallow then, cousin? By the mass, they called me anything, and I would have done anything too, and done it boldly. There was I, and little John Doyd of Staffordshire, and Black George Barnes, and Francis Pickbone, and Will Squell, a Cotswold man. You could not find 4 such swaggering blades, wingers in all the Inns of Court again. And I may tell you, we knew where the fine loose women were, and had the best of them all at our command. Then Jack Falstaff, now Sir John, was only a boy, page to Thomas Mowbray, Duke of Norfolk. This Sir John, cousin, who is coming here soon about soldiers. The same Sir John, the very same. I saw him break Scoggins' head at the court gate when he was a little fellow no higher than this, and that very same day I fought with one Samson Stockfish, a fruit seller, behind Gray's Inn. Jesus, Jesus, what wild days I have spent! And to see how many of my old acquaintances are dead. We shall all follow them, cousin. Certainly, certainly, very sure, very sure. Death, as the psalmist says, is certain for all. All shall die. What was the price of a good yoke of bullocks at Stamford Fair? By my faith, I was not there. Death is certain. Is old Double of your town still living? Dead, sir. Jesus, Jesus, dead. He drew a good bow and dead. He shot a fine shot. John a Gaunt loved him well, and bet a great deal of money on him. Dead. He would have hit the centre at 240 yards, and sent a light arrow 280 or 290 yards. It would have done a man's heart good to see it. What is a score of ewes worth now? According to their quality. A score of good ewes may be worth £10. And is old Double dead? Here come 2 of Sir John Falstaff's men, I think. Bardolph enters with another man. Good morning, honest gentlemen. I beg you, which one is Justice Shallow? I am Robert Shallow, sir, a poor esquire of this county, and one of the king's justices of the peace. What is your pleasure with me? My captain sends his compliments to you, sir. My captain, Sir John Falstaff, a tall gentleman by heaven, and a most gallant leader. He greets me kindly, sir. I knew him as a good backsword man. How is the good knight? May I ask how my lady his wife is? Pardon me, sir? A soldier is better accommodated than with a wife. That is well said in faith, sir, and very well said indeed. Better accommodated. That is good, yes, indeed it is. Good phrases surely are, and always were, very commendable. Accommodated. It comes from accommodo. Very good, a good phrase. Pardon me, sir. I have heard the word. Do you call it a phrase? By this day, I do not know the phrase, but I will defend a word with my sword as a soldierly word, and a word of exceedingly good command by heaven. Accommodated. That is when a man is, as they say, accommodated, or when a man is in such a condition that he may be thought to be accommodated, which is an excellent thing. That is very right. Falstaff enters. Look, here comes good Sir John. Give me your good hand, give me your worship's good hand. By my faith, you look well and carry your years very well. Welcome, good Sir John. I am glad to see you well, good Master Robert Shallow. Master Shirkard, I think. No, Sir John, this is my cousin Silence, in commission with me. Good Master Silence, it is very fitting that you should be of the peace. Your good worship is welcome. Phew, this is hot weather, gentlemen. Have you provided me here 6 fit men? Indeed we have, sir. Will you sit? Let me see them, I beg you. Where is the roll? Where is the roll? Where is the roll? Let me see, let me see, let me see. So. Yes, indeed, sir, Ralph Mouldy. Let them appear as I call them. Let them do so, let them do so. Let me see. Where is Mouldy? Here, if it please you. What do you think, Sir John? A well, ill fellow, young, strong, and with good family connections. Is your name Mouldy? Yes, if it please you. Then it is high time you were used. Ha ha ha! Most excellent, in faith. Things that are mouldy need using. Very unusually good, in faith. Well said, Sir John, very well said. Mark him down. I was marked down well enough before, if you could have left me alone. My old mother will be ruined now, for she has no one to do her farming and her drudgery. You did not need to mark me down. There are other men fitter to go out than I am. Come, peace, Mouldy, you shall go. Mouldy, it is time you were spent. Spent? Peace, fellow, peace. Stand aside. Do you know where you are? Now for the next, Sir John. Let me see, Simon Shadow. Yes, indeed, let me have him to sit under. He is likely to be a cold soldier. Where is Shadow? Here, sir. Shadow, whose son are you? My mother's son, sir. Your mother's son. Likely enough, and your father's shadow. So the son of the female is the shadow of the male. It is often so indeed, but not much of the father's substance. Do you like him, Sir John? Shadow will serve for summer. Mark him down, for we have many shadows to fill up the muster book. Thomas Wart. Where is he? Here, sir. Is your name Wart? Yes, sir. You are a very ragged Wart. Shall I mark him down, Sir John? That would be unnecessary, for his clothing is pinned together on his back, and the whole structure stands on pins. Do not prick him any more. Ha ha ha! You can do it, sir, you can do it. I commend you well. Francis Feeble. Here, sir. What trade are you, Feeble? A woman's tailor, sir. Shall I mark him down, sir? You may, but if he had been a man's tailor, he would have pricked you. Will you make as many holes in an enemy's battle line as you have made in a woman's petticoat? I will do my best, sir. You can have no more. Well said, good woman's tailor. Well said, courageous Feeble. You will be as valiant as an angry dove or a most great-hearted mouse. Mark down the woman's tailor. Well, Master Shallow, deep Master Shallow. I wish Wart might have gone, sir. I wish you were a man's tailor, so you might mend him and make him fit to go. I cannot make him a common soldier when he is the leader of so many thousands. Let that be enough, most forceful Feeble. It shall be enough, sir. I am obliged to you, Reverend Feeble. Who is next? Heater Bullcalf of the Green. Yes, indeed, let us see Bullcalf. Here, sir. Before God, a likely fellow. Come, mark me down Bullcalf until he roars again. O Lord! Good my Lord Captain. What, do you roar before you are pricked? O Lord, sir, I am a diseased man. What disease do you have? A cursed cold, sir, cough, sir, which I caught while ringing bells for the king's business on his coronation day, sir. Come, you shall go to the wars in a gown. We will sweat out your cold, and I will arrange it so your friends shall ring for you. Is everyone here? Here are 2 more called than your number. You must have only 4 here, sir, and so I pray you come in with me to dinner. Come, I will go drink with you, but I cannot stay for dinner. I am glad to see you truly, Master Shallow. Oh, Sir John, do you remember when we lay all night in the windmill in St. George's Field? No more of that, good Master Shallow, no more of that. Ha, it was a merry night. And is Jane Nightwork still alive? She is alive, Master Shallow. She could never stand me. Never, never. She would always say she could not bear Master Shallow. By the mass, I could make her furious to the heart. She was a fine, bold woman then. Does she still hold up well? Old, Master Shallow. No, she must be old. She cannot help but be old. Certainly she is old. She had Robin Nightwork by old Nightwork before I came to Clements Inn. That was 55 years ago. Ha, Cousin Silence, if only you had seen what this night and I have seen. Ha, Sir John, did I say that well? We have heard the bells ring at midnight, Master Shallow. That we have, that we have, that we have. Truly, Sir John, we have. Our watchword was him, boys. Come, let us go to dinner. Come, let us go to dinner. Jesus, the days we have seen. Come, come. Falstaff, Shallow, and Silence leave. Good Master Corporate Bardolph, be my friend, and here are 4 hairy 10-shilling pieces in French crowns for you. In plain truth, sir, I would just as soon be hanged as go. And yet, for my own part, sir, I do not care. It is only that I am unwilling, and for my own part, I want to stay with my friends. Otherwise, sir, for my own part, I would not care so much. All right, stand aside. And good Master Corporal Captain, for my old mother's sake, be my friend. She has nobody to do anything for her when I am gone, and she is old and cannot help herself. You shall have 40 shillings, sir. All right, stand aside. By my faith, I do not care. A man can die only once. We all owe God a death. I will never carry a coward's heart. If it is my destiny, so be it. If it is not, so be it. No man is too good to serve his prince, and let it go whichever way it will. Whoever dies this year is free of the next. Well said. You are a good fellow. Faith, I will carry no coward's heart. Falstaff and the justices enter. Come, sir, which men shall I have? 4 of whichever you please. Sir, a word with you. I have 3 pounds to free Mouldy and Bullcalf. All right, good. Come, Sir John, which 4 will you have? You choose for me. Well then, Mouldy, Bullcalf, Feeble, and Shadow. Mouldy and Bullcalf? As for you, Mouldy, stay at home until you are past service, and for your part, Bullcalf, grow until you are fit for it. I will have neither of you. Sir John, do not wrong yourself. They are your most promising men, and I would have you served with the best. Will you teach me, Master Shallow, how to choose a man? Do I care about the limbs, the muscles, the height, the bulk, and the big outward look of a man? Give me spirit, Master Shallow. Here is Wart. You see what a ragged-looking fellow he is. He will charge and fire for you with the speed of a pewterer's hammer, coming on and off faster than the man who swings on the brewer's bucket. And this same half-faced fellow, Shadow, give me this man. He gives the enemy no target. A foe might aim as well at the edge of a penknife. And in a retreat, how swiftly this feeble, the woman's tailor, will run away. Oh, give me the spare men, and spare me the great ones. Put a musket into Wart's hand, Bardolph. Hold it, Wart. Step across. Thus, thus, thus. Come, handle your musket for me. So, very well. Go on, very good, exceedingly good. Oh, always give me a little lean old, cracked, bald marksman. Well done, in faith, Wart. You are a good scab. Here, there is a 6pence for you. He is not master of his craft. He does not do it right. I remember at Myland Green, when I lodged at Clement's Inn, I was then Sir Dagonet in Arthur's show, there was a little lively fellow, and he would handle his piece like this. He would turn about, and come in, and come in. Ra-ta-ta, he would say. Bounce, he would say, and away he would go again, and then back he would come. I shall never see such a fellow again. These fellows will do well, Master Shallow. God keep you, Master Silence. I will not use many words with you. Farewell, both gentlemen. I thank you. I must travel 12 miles tonight. Bardolph, give the soldiers coats. Sir John, the Lord bless you. God prosper your affairs. God send us peace. When you return, visit our house, and let our old acquaintance be renewed. Perhaps I will go with you to the court. Before God, I wish you would, Master Shallow. Go to, I have said it in a word. God keep you. Farewell, gentle gentlemen. The justices leave. On, Bardolph, lead the men away. Bardolph, the recruits, and the rest leave. When I return, I will draw money out of these justices. I can see to the bottom of Justice Shallow. Lord, Lord, how much we old men are given to the vice of lying. The starved justice has done nothing but chatter to me about the wildness of his youth and the exploits he performed around Turnbull Street, and every third word was a lie, more regularly paid to the listener than tribute is paid to the Turk. I remember him at Clement's Inn, looking like a man made after supper out of a cheese paring. When he was naked, he looked exactly like a forked radish with a head fancifully carved on it with a knife. He was so thin that to any thick-sighted eye, his size was invisible. He was the very spirit of famine, yet lustful as a monkey, and the whores called him Mandrake. He always came at the tail end of fashion, and sang to overhandled housewives the tunes he heard wagoners whistle, then swore they were his own inventions or his serenades. And now this little vice's dagger of a man has become a squire, and talks as familiarly of John a Gaunt as if he had been his sworn brother, and I will swear he never saw him, but once in the Tiltyard, where John a Gaunt cracked his head for crowding among the marshal's men. I saw it, and told John a Gaunt he had beaten his own name, for you could have thrust Shallow and all his clothes into an eel's skin. The case for a treble hopboy would have been a mansion to him, a court. And now he has land and cattle. Well, I will get acquainted with him if I return, and it will go hard if I do not make him into a philosopher's stone or two for myself. If the young dace can be bait for the old pike, I see no reason in the law of nature why I may not snap at him. Let time shape things, and there is an end. Falstaff exits.
And there we pause, between the tavern and the war, the laughter and the grave. We have laughed at Falstaff and Doll, at swaggering pistol, at Old Shallow's wonderful lies about the mad days of his youth and his careless way of letting the strongest recruits buy their freedom while the weakest are marched off to die. But under all the comedy the king is dying, and the rebellion is moving toward its end. The Earl of Northumberland has deserted the cause. Falstaff trudges toward the north with his scarecrows, already dreaming of how he will spend the favour of the prince who will soon be king. Next time, in Part 3, the cold, clever trap that ends the rebellion at Galtree Forest, and the death of King Henry IV and the strange, moving scene of the crown lifted from a sleeping father's pillow. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.